The 10 best K-drama OSTs of 2017 that we'll never forget. 2017 was host to more superb dramas than I think we were prepared for, gripping narratives delivered with expert performances, romance so beautiful we couldn't look away, and thrillers so intense we couldn't look. But what would those truly engaging and memorable moments be without their original soundtracks? Below is a superlative list of the best drama soundtracks from 2017. We're not suggesting you download these songs immediately then hug a pillow while remembering all the great drama moments we've waved goodbye to this year. But if you're in need of a new alarm clock song, karaoke favorite or just something to study to, we've got the OST for you. Soompi. Display. News. English. 300 by 250. Mobile. English. 300 by 250. ATF. Best Study Playlist Fight for My Way OST. Fight for My Way Hyo check of Super Kid with Tomorrow. Night is Gone Again Riji Hyen. I Miss You Cha. What makes for a great study playlist? Chilled out tracks mixed with exciting, fast-paced, and up-tempo music for writing sprints and aggressively powering through that to-do list? Well, you came to the right place. The Fight for My Way OST combines relaxing tracks to help keep your cool for fast-approaching deadlines with tracks you can match to your typing speed and finish the paper before the weekend. Most hated by the single and lonely because this is my first life OST. I Want to Love Melaments. This Life Moon Sung Nam. Shelter Song Hee Jin Feet. Tomorrow Riji Hyen. Can't Go Ben. This soundtrack is uplifting, bright, and just twinkling with romantic duets and soulful ballads. Definitely songs for the newly in love or in a relationship. Star Figure by Yuji amidst that heart-fluttering excitement that comes from a first kiss or a smile from your crush. These songs might even prove to cheer you up if you're single and lonely, but they're generally songs you might want to avoid. Best Karaoke Songs While You Were Sleeping OST. When Night Falls Eddie Kim. It's You Henry. It'd Be Good Roy Kim. I Love You Boy Susie. Your World Say Oh. While You Were You Sleeping Brother Sue, Say Oh. Today I Miss You Davaki. Maze Kim Na Young. Come to Me Lee Jong Suk. If Young Junil. I'll Tell You Jang Da Bin. Would You Know Lee Jong Suk? Words I Want to Hear Susie. What's your go-to karaoke song? If you haven't got one, what have you been doing with your life? It's okay, the While You Were Sleeping OST has you covered. Bust out any one of these truly stunning ballads, and your co-workers will be none the wiser. You're a karaoke ninja. Most star-studded singer lineup Hwarang OST. Anywhere Han Dong Jun. Even If I Die, It's You V and Jin, BTS. I Can Only See You Wendy and Seulgi, Red Velvet. Become Each Other's Tears Higher. God's Skill Yang Yo Sob, Highlight. God's Skill, Acoustic Ver, Kim Joo-na. I'll Be Here Park Hyung Sik. Memorizing a Spell Jun Woo Sung, No. Our Tears Park Seo Jun. Don't Leave Me Alone Young Dong Ha. Hwarang Spirit, Opening Title. Cloud of Love, Main Theme. Jin and V from BTS, Wendy and Sulgi from Red Velvet, Hiren, Park Hyung-sik, Bolbolgan 4. Do you feel your heart racing just listening to that lineup? Then again, what can we expect from a drama as star-studded as Hwarang? Most Moody Goblin OST. Stay With Me Chan Yeol, Punch. Stay With Me Chan Yeol, Punch, instrumental. My Eyes 10 centimeters. Hush Last Lind. Beautiful Crush, instrumental. You're Pretty Eddie Kim. Who Are You Sam Kim. I Miss You Soo. The First Snow Young Junil. I Will Go To You Like the First Snow Ali. And I'm Here Kim Kyung-hee. Winter Is Coming Han Soo-ji. Stuck in Love Kim Kyung-hee. Heaven Roy Kim, Kim's Got Jam Project. Round and Round, Never Far Away, Eyes, Feet. Han Soo-ji. Round and Round, Never Far Away, Han Soo-ji, drama version. Round and Round, Never Far Away, Eyes, instrumental. I Will Go To You Like the First Snow Ali, live. Aiza's Round and Round made that infamous, often parodied scene from Goblin, the moodiest, most dramatic scene in dramas this year. Full of emotion, highs and lows, songs for long winter walks when you've got a lot on your mind, and songs for those moments when you just have to pull a sword out of your lover's chest. It's got it all. Most heart-fluttering strong woman Do Bong-soon OST. Youre My Garden Young Un-ji, A Pink. Wonderstanding Egg. Pita Pat Kim Chung-ha. Double Trouble Couple Mamamoo. Negation F8 Irisis XL Romance. Superpower Girl Every Single Day. Because of You Park Hyung-sik. This soundtrack has everything you want from a romantic drama OST. Every scene between the two leads was sweet and uplifting, and these tracks match perfectly. Young Un-ji, Saran, Kim Chung-ha, Mamamoo, and more. Saran's heartbeat especially gives off first love feelings. Most relaxing Suspicious Partner OST. YU. Scene route. How do I say it? Oh, when? The same day raw.d. How about you cheese? Eye contact Kim Easy have got jam project. Breathing all day bumpy. I've got a feeling Ki Hyen of Monsta X the memory of that day Kim Jong-wan of now. Silly Love You Ha Chung. 101 Reasons Why I Like You Ji Chang Wook. This is a great soundtrack for long train journeys, lounging on the porch or in the garden, drinking tea, or taking a nap during the day. Add How About You to your candle bath playlist or hum along to Silly Love by Yoo Ha Chung on a country walk when spring finally rolls around. Best alarm clock songs My Shy Boss OST. Is This Love Hong Dai Kwang? One More Step Sandal, B1A4. Isn't She Lovely Park Bo Ram. Because of You Kim is. Youre Ji Hyen. Stand Still Park Si Hwan. 1 p.m. Various artists. Because of You by Kim A's and Is This Love? By Hong Dai Kwang especially, will gently tug you out of sleep without jolting you awake and irritating you for the rest of the day. Stretch out those tense muscles, take a breath of fresh morning air, and squint into the sun that's filling your room. It's a new day, and these tracks are just right to accompany you through the best day. Most Trapped Soundtrack Man to Man OST. Take Your Hand Vixx. Destiny Part Bo Ram and Basic. The Reasons Hogak. full of wonders of romance. Open your mind Mamamoo. Temperature of Tears Sol Latido. Korean music is no stranger to the featured rap artist, but pretty much every song on this soundtrack has a rap section, even Open Your Mind by Mamamoo, which starts out as this romantic ballad and then bam! It's a rap. Not that I'm complaining, because these songs perfectly fit the cool, charismatic style of the drama and its protagonist. Biggest tearjerker: My Wife Is Having an Affair This Week OST. If we listen to Love Park 1. That Kind of Night Urban Zakapa. I Love You Dao Kong. With exception to Mr. Trouble by Too Big, which, by the way, is a great song to cheer you up after all the crying, this soundtrack is a total tearjerker. Maybe it's because we know the plot of the drama and the emotional struggle of the male lead, or maybe it's the emotive lyrics or the depth of the artist's performances of the songs. Whatever the reason, this OST is bound to leave you reaching for the tissues. So that's it folks, what did you think? Have you made a playlist including them all already? Let us know in the comments what songs from dramas in 2017 got you dancing. Check out the nominees for Best Soundtrack in the 13th Annual Soompi Awards below, introduced by Oh My Girls Hyo Jung and Yoo, and don't forget to vote. Ms. West is an English teaching assistant with way too much time on her hands. When she's not watching dramas or shaking it to K-pop, she's studying everything Korean culture with a view to move out there someday soon.